Leave it to Philly legend Charles Barkley to put the media in its place. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope, of course, that you are having a fantastic day. And shout out to all of the Birds fans out there getting ready for Monday night against the Green Bay Packers. We got to talk a little bit about something Charles Barkley said. 100% true. Look, man, Charles Philly legend. I don't agree with everything he says, as I'm sure you don't too. And that's what's going to happen when you have someone who is actually outspoken and going to tell you what they believe about something, regardless of what the narrative may be, regardless of what might be popular. They're going to give you their truth, their opinion about a topic, about something like, say, I don't know, Jalen Hurts and the way the media has been talking about him and treating him. So let's this is on 97.5 Fanatic. Of course, by the way, he could have said, I think it says here, if we scroll up just a bit, Charles Barkley called out the national media types who don't show Jalen Hurts respect. I think we could get some local media in there, right, Philly fans? But anyway, let's take a listen.
Well, the man's been to two Super Bowls in the last 3 years, correct?
Yep.
That's correct.
He's been to two Super Bowls in the last 3 years. Probably would be a two-time MVP if it wasn't for Pat Mahomes in that one game. That was a hell of a game. The Eagles, I think I saw some reason they had won like 20 out of 22 games. Man, you can't pay these fools on TV no attention. We've gotten to the point now where people are just trying to get clicks, or they're trying to, they want people to call into their radio shows and TV shows. And if you don't like Jalen Hurts, I mean, the two been to two Super Bowls, won one. And is he 30 yet?
No, 26, 27.
26, 27, yeah.
Yep. He's on a Hall of Fame trajectory, Charles.
Man, let me tell you something. And with Howie pulling strings like he's doing, Jalen's young, Saquon's young, AJ's young, Devontae's young. The defense, they're working on that. This team's going to be at the top of the food chain for at least the next 5 years. At least 5 years. So, no, man, Jalen, man, we lucky to have him here in Philly.
That is 100% true. Now, the one thing I will say, and I get it, I'm being a little picky, but I say for it's the carries that Saquon Barkley gets, he's not young anymore. But the rest of it's true. In the defense, he said we're working on. I know he's talking about shoring up CB and defensive end, but the defense is the youngest in the league. I think they were the youngest last year, if I'm not mistaken, or at least one of the top three youngest defenses in the league last year as well. So it was refreshing to see someone like Charles Barkley and the platform he has to go out there and say, hey, you know what? This Jalen Hurts guy, this Jalen Hurts guy can just flat out play, and y'all got to stop this nonsense of disrespecting him, because that's what it is. This is just 100% disrespect for Jalen Hurts. One of the things that we've heard about a lot is the whole, oh, well, Jalen Hurts can't play against the zone, right? Everybody's playing zone, and Jalen Hurts can't play the zone. He can't process defenses. He can't go through his progressions and all that. So Jalen Hurts right now against man, and we know he picks apart man, and let's be fair, he's got some receivers that are great at that as well. And then put 126.3. That's his passer rating against man. That's fourth in the NFL. Fourth. Okay. Against zone, the thing he's absolutely terrible at, as we keep hearing from the mainstream media, 100.2, which is eighth in the NFL. I don't know about you, but that makes him top 8 against man and against zone. I don't know. That seems to me like an elite quarterback. Elite quarterback. Now, over the last 4 weeks, and this is among 34 qualified quarterbacks that have played enough to be ranked, so that's even more than one per team. EPA per play, which we kept hearing was such a big deal when Jalen wasn't that great at it, didn't have good numbers. He's first in the NFL the last 4 weeks. Completion percentage first, yards per attempt first, TDs per game second. I'm just saying those sound like elite numbers, man. And I think I've got a couple more I want to give to you. He ranks first in the NFL in TDs to turnover ratio, 20-2. Passing TDs to interception ratio, 15. That's with a minimum of 200 passes. Yards per pass on third and fourth down, 10.1 leads the league. CPOE on third to fourth down, completions above expected, plus 16.5%. He's also, by the way, second in the NFL in rushing TDs by a QB, five, although Josh Allen has more on the tush push, just saying, third in offensive TDs, fourth in passer rating, sixth in completion percentage. Um, yeah, so I mean, this disrespect of Jalen Hurts, and the reason I rattled those off that I wanted to bring those to your attention as well, besides just to reinforce how well he's playing, is when we talk about Jalen Hurts and his Super Bowl performances and winning a Super Bowl already, being the two, winning one, being Super Bowl MVP, his regular season record, all these games that he's won, all we hear about is, oh, well, that's the team. It's a super team. They carry him. His stats aren't any good. Well, when we need him to get the stats to continue the winning, he gets the stats. And I just gave you all those stats. And so, what is going to be the next thing? Right now, it's, oh, well, the stats don't really matter. That's because he's got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and, Saquon Barkley, although he's basically the running game has been there for one game this season. One. A.J. Brown hasn't been productive. And I don't mean that in it's A.J. Brown's fault. I think so much of it was been play calling. But A.J. Brown also didn't play last game, and Jalen Hurts was just fine. So, it's nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. But man, it was good to hear Charles Barkley come out and say, hey, media, stop it. I mean, Jalen Hurts, you got to respect the man. He's an elite quarterback, period. Whether you're going by wins and winning a Super Bowl, which is ultimately what matters. Right now, you're going by stats, which is what you keep telling us is important. He's got that too. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for checking out the video. Appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, help us keep growing. I'll talk to you in the next video.